Welcome to our exploration of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has been a guiding light for countless individuals throughout history, helping them build resilience, wisdom, and a deep sense of inner peace. In a world full of distractions, uncertainties, and constant pressures, Stoicism provides us with a timeless toolkit to navigate life's challenges with grace and mental fortitude. If you're looking not just to survive, but to thrive in the face of adversity, then Stoicism holds the answers you've been searching for. Stoicism, at its core, is about learning how to live in harmony with the world around us, accepting what is beyond our control, and focusing on what we can influence. Unlike many other philosophies that might promise quick fixes or an escape from life's difficulties, Stoicism teaches us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. It's about developing wisdom, emotional control, and purposeful action. The Stoics understood that while we cannot control external events, we do have power over our thoughts, reactions, and attitudes. As we delve into this profound philosophy, we will uncover 9 essential Stoic principles that can transform how you perceive and respond to the world. These principles have stood the test of time because they offer practical wisdom that can help anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, live a more fulfilling, balanced, and impactful life. Whether you're dealing with personal struggles, career challenges, or simply seeking to improve your emotional resilience, Stoicism provides a roadmap for living with clarity and conviction. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the idea of controlling our reactions, not external circumstances. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant noise of news cycles, social media, and the demands of daily life. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot change everything that happens around us, but we do have the power to choose how we respond. This principle is liberating because it shifts the focus from external chaos to internal control. By mastering our emotions and responses, we empower ourselves to face adversity with calmness and composure. Another fundamental Stoic principle is the concept of living in accordance with nature. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves from the world, but rather recognizing the natural flow of life and accepting it as it comes. Life is filled with seasons of change, some good, some challenging, and Stoicism encourages us to embrace both with the same level of grace. Rather than resisting change or fearing the unknown, we are taught to go with the flow, understanding that everything, good or bad, is part of a larger cosmic order. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity. Rather, it means aligning ourselves with life's rhythms and focusing on our ability to respond thoughtfully to whatever comes our way. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of cultivating virtues such as courage, wisdom, and justice. These virtues serve as a moral compass, guiding our actions and decisions in a way that aligns with our highest values. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Wisdom allows us to discern what truly matters and make choices that serve our long-term well-being. Justice compels us to act with fairness and integrity, both in our personal relationships and in the wider world. By focusing on developing these virtues, Stoicism empowers us to lead lives of purpose and meaning. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the value of perseverance and endurance. Life is inevitably filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. In these times, it can be easy to give in to despair or to feel like giving up is the only option. Stoicism, however, urges us to persist in the face of difficulty. The Stoics believed that true strength lies in the ability to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. By embracing this mindset, we develop resilience and fortitude, which are key ingredients for long-term success and happiness. As we explore the 9 principles, you will discover how to cultivate a sense of inner peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. Stoicism is not about achieving a perfect life, but about learning how to respond to the inevitable ups and downs with a calm, rational mindset. By incorporating these principles into your daily life, you'll be able to break free from the constant cycle of stress, anxiety, and self-doubt that often holds us back. Now, you may be wondering, how do I actually apply Stoicism in my life? The answer is simple. Start with small, intentional steps. You don't need to make drastic changes overnight. Begin by incorporating these principles into your thoughts and actions on a daily basis. For example, start by practicing mindfulness and becoming aware of your reactions to challenging situations. Instead of immediately reacting with frustration or anger, pause and ask yourself how you can respond more calmly and wisely. Over time, these small shifts in behavior will accumulate, and you'll begin to notice significant changes in your mindset and outlook on life. It's also important to remember that Stoicism is not about achieving perfection. It's about progress and continuous improvement. There will be times when you fall short of your ideals, and that's okay. The Stoics were not advocating for an unattainable standard of perfection, but for the cultivation of habits and mindsets that allow us to become better versions of ourselves each day. By practicing patience and self-compassion, you can continue moving forward even when you face setbacks. As we dive deeper into the 9 essential Stoic principles, remember that the ultimate goal is to live a life of integrity, wisdom, and emotional mastery. Whether you're looking to overcome personal obstacles, become more productive, or simply live a life with greater purpose, Stoicism offers the tools you need to create lasting change. So, if you're ready to unlock the full potential of these time-tested strategies, it's time to dive in. Stoicism offers profound insights that can help you outsmart the distractions of modern life and develop the mental resilience necessary to face any challenge. Whether you're dealing with stress, anxiety, or simply looking to become more focused and intentional, Stoicism provides a solid foundation for navigating the complexities of life. By embracing the core principles of Stoicism, you can transform your mindset, your actions, and ultimately, your life. 1. Focus on what you can control. The Stoic approach to life's challenges begins with one fundamental truth. There are certain things within our control and others beyond it. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between the two and focus our efforts on what we can influence. While external events, people's behaviors, and uncontrollable circumstances may seem overwhelming, we always retain control over how we react. Our thoughts, decisions, and actions remain ours to guide, and by honing in on them, we remove the source of unnecessary stress and frustration. This perspective shift is liberating. When you focus on internal actions, such as how you choose to respond to others or how you approach a difficult situation, you not only reduce stress, but cultivate empowerment. In a world where so much seems unpredictable and chaotic, Stoicism offers a sense of stability by reminding us that we always have the power to decide our attitude and responses. A practical example of this might involve a situation at work where a colleague's behavior triggers frustration. Instead of allowing anger to take over, a Stoic would pause and recognize that while they can't control the colleague's actions, they can control their response, choosing patience, understanding, or calmness. This is the essence of Stoic resilience. It's not about controlling the world, but rather about mastering yourself in the face of it. The Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control is not a call for complacency, nor does it mean ignoring the outside world. It's about directing your energy to the only thing you truly have power over, yourself. In doing so, you free your mind and spirit from unnecessary emotional turbulence, paving the way for more thoughtful, deliberate actions. 2. Embrace adversity. Stoicism doesn't shy away from hardship. Instead, it invites us to see challenges as opportunities for growth. The core of Stoic thought teaches that obstacles are not the enemy, but rather the means through which we refine our character. Life, by its very nature, is filled with struggles and setbacks, whether in our personal relationships, careers, or health. The Stoic perspective urges us to embrace these difficulties, recognizing them as tools that shape resilience and fortitude. Adversity isn't something to fear or avoid. It's an essential part of the human experience. Think of it as the forge where our character is tested and tempered. Just as steel becomes stronger after being subjected to intense heat, so too do we grow stronger through adversity. Whether it's overcoming the grief of a loss, facing a major life transition, or enduring a tough professional setback, every challenge holds a lesson if we are open to learning. Consider the example of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor who faced countless trials, from military battles to personal loss. His ability to embrace adversity and remain steadfast in his philosophy is a testament to the power of resilience. Instead of allowing life's difficulties to break him, he used them to deepen his understanding of himself and the world. In modern life, embracing adversity could mean seeing setbacks at work as stepping stones for developing new skills or confronting personal fears as opportunities to build courage. When we stop avoiding discomfort and instead welcome it, we open the door to growth, wisdom, and emotional strength. 3. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool in the Stoic toolkit. In a world that often values more success, possessions, and recognition, Stoicism encourages us to pause and appreciate what we already have. Gratitude shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance, reminding us that happiness doesn't lie in accumulating more, but in appreciating what is already present in our lives. The Stoics teach us to regularly reflect on the things we often take for granted. From the relationships we cherish to our physical well-being, these are the aspects of life that often go unnoticed in our pursuit of more. By practicing gratitude, we begin to shift our focus from what's missing to what's abundant. It's easy to get caught up in longing for the next big achievement, but true peace comes when we stop and appreciate the present moment for all it offers. One of the simplest ways to practice gratitude is through daily reflection. Whether it's through journaling or simply taking a few minutes each day to consider what you're thankful for, this practice grounds you in the present. As you develop a habit of gratitude, you'll notice that feelings of contentment replace those of dissatisfaction. Moreover, gratitude isn't just about recognizing positive moments, but also about reframing difficult experiences. For example, the Stoic approach might suggest that instead of seeing a challenge as a burden, you could appreciate it as an opportunity for personal growth. This mental shift can radically alter your perspective on life and increase your resilience in the face of hardship. 4. Maintain perspective. In times of stress or hardship, it's easy to get swept up in the immediacy of emotions, making temporary situations seem far worse than they truly are. One of the most powerful tools Stoicism offers is the ability to zoom out and maintain perspective. Instead of getting consumed by the moment, the Stoics encourage us to consider the long-term consequences of our actions and situations. Will this matter in a year? In 5 years? In 10 years? This technique of perspective taking is a constant reminder that most of life's struggles are transient. What feels overwhelming today may seem insignificant in the larger context of our lives. By widening our view, we can regain emotional equilibrium and avoid making hasty decisions driven by fleeting emotions. Perspective also means understanding that our lives are just a small part of a much bigger picture. The Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to accept everything that happens as part of a larger, harmonious order. Instead of resisting life's flow, we learn to navigate it with grace and acceptance. Practicing perspective can be as simple as taking a step back in a heated moment. Instead of reacting immediately, pause and consider the broader implications of the situation. This mental shift helps you maintain calm, make decisions based on rationality rather than emotion, and stay focused on what truly matters in the long run. 5. Detach from outcomes. One of the most liberating principles in Stoicism is the idea of detaching from outcomes. While it's natural to want success, Stoicism teaches us that our happiness and self-worth should never depend on external results. The focus should be on the process, not the outcome. This doesn't mean we should stop striving for success or give up on our goals. Rather, it's a call to focus on putting in the effort without becoming obsessed with the final result. When we become overly attached to outcomes, we set ourselves up for disappointment and anxiety, as we can't always control what happens. However, we can always control our efforts, our approach, and our attitude. In practice, detaching from outcomes allows us to take bold action without fear of failure. The Stoics understood that failure is an inevitable part of life and that it offers valuable lessons for growth. Rather than fearing failure, we should embrace it as a natural part of the journey towards self-improvement. A good example of this is in sports. A Stoic athlete might focus on performing to the best of their ability, regardless of the score or final outcome, knowing that the true reward is in the effort itself. This mindset fosters resilience and reduces the emotional toll of setbacks. 6. Reflect regularly. Self-reflection is an integral practice in Stoicism. The Stoics believed that in order to grow, we must regularly assess our actions, thoughts, and emotions. Through reflection, we can gain clarity about our lives and our behaviors, allowing us to make better decisions moving forward. Reflection helps us identify areas where we've acted in accordance with our values and where we've fallen short. By understanding our mistakes, we can avoid repeating them, and by acknowledging our successes, we can reinforce the behaviors that lead to personal growth. This practice also gives us the opportunity to realign our actions with our long-term goals, ensuring we stay on course even when faced with distractions. Journaling is a common Stoic practice where individuals write down their thoughts, actions, and reflections each day. This exercise helps cultivate self-awareness and emotional regulation, as it allows us to observe our reactions to events and learn from them. In addition to journaling, regular meditation or quiet time for introspection can also foster reflection. It's in these moments of solitude that we can deeply assess our choices and their alignment with our inner values. 7. Seek wisdom. Wisdom is considered the highest virtue in Stoicism. The pursuit of wisdom is an ongoing journey, and it requires both intellectual rigor and personal growth. The Stoics believed that by surrounding ourselves with wise people and continually seeking knowledge, we could improve our judgment and decision-making. Wisdom isn't just theoretical knowledge, it's practical and moral guidance that helps us navigate life's complexities. Stoics like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius devoted their lives to the pursuit of wisdom. Their writings continue to inspire us to seek out knowledge, not only from books, but also from experience and the wisdom of others. One of the core practices in Stoicism is to constantly question our assumptions, challenge our beliefs, and seek deeper truths. In modern life, seeking wisdom could mean reading philosophical works, engaging in discussions that challenge our perspectives, or learning from mentors. Wisdom isn't confined to academic achievement. It's found in real-life experiences and the lessons we learn from both success and failure. 8. Act with integrity. Integrity is central to Stoic thought. It's about living in alignment with your values and principles, regardless of the external circumstances or temptations you face. The Stoics believed that acting with integrity is essential for building true self-respect and earning the respect of others. In the face of adversity, it's easy to be tempted to compromise our values for short-term gain. But the Stoics remind us that living with integrity is the only true path to inner peace. Integrity means being honest, consistent, and morally upright, even when no one is watching. It's about doing the right thing because it aligns with your character, not because it brings recognition or rewards. In practice, acting with integrity means standing firm in your beliefs, being truthful in your actions, and keeping promises even when it's difficult. By consistently acting with integrity, you build trust with others and cultivate a strong, unshakable sense of self. 9. Live in the present. One of the most powerful lessons from Stoicism is the importance of living in the present. Too often, we're consumed by past regrets or future anxieties, which distract us from the richness of the current moment. The Stoics remind us that the present is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The only time that's truly within our control is the present. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring future goals or past lessons. Rather, it's about fully engaging with the current moment. This practice allows us to make the most of each day, fully experiencing life without being weighed down by what has already happened or what might happen. One of the best ways to live in the present is through mindfulness practices. By focusing on the here and now, we can fully appreciate the beauty of life, the people around us, and the work we do. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, also helps us to stay grounded in the present by preparing ourselves mentally for life's challenges. Conclusion: Stoicism has long been a guiding philosophy for those seeking to lead a life of greater purpose, clarity, and resilience. By focusing on the principles outlined by the ancient Stoic philosophers, we can cultivate a mindset that is less reactive and more proactive in our approach to life's inevitable challenges. One of the core lessons of Stoicism is the ability to distinguish between what we can and cannot control. By focusing on our responses and actions instead of external events, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration. This simple yet powerful shift in mindset can transform the way we approach every aspect of life, from personal relationships to career setbacks. Equally important is the Stoic principle of embracing adversity. Life is full of obstacles, but instead of seeing these as roadblocks, we can reframe them as opportunities for growth. The Stoics believed that hardship shapes our character, teaching us resilience and adaptability. Through every challenge we face, we can find valuable lessons that, when embraced, lead to personal growth and wisdom. Rather than running from adversity, we can learn to face it head-on with a calm and focused mind, understanding that the trials we encounter are part of our journey toward greater strength and understanding. Another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is gratitude. In a world that often encourages us to constantly strive for more, the Stoics remind us to appreciate what we already have. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking in our lives to what is present, helping us cultivate a sense of fulfillment and contentment in the moment. When we practice gratitude regularly, we find joy not in the accumulation of more, but in the richness of the present moment. It's this shift in perspective that allows us to find peace in the everyday, whether we're spending time with loved ones or simply enjoying a quiet moment of solitude. Stoicism also teaches the importance of perspective. In times of difficulty, it's easy to become consumed by the challenges we face. However, the Stoics encourage us to step back and see the bigger picture. By keeping a broader perspective, we avoid overreacting to temporary setbacks and can maintain our emotional balance, knowing that no situation, good or bad, is permanent. This broader view helps us make decisions aligned with our values and long-term goals, ensuring that we don't get bogged down by trivial issues that won't matter in the grand scheme of things. Finally, Stoicism advocates for acting with integrity and living in the present. By remaining true to our values and focusing on the here and now, we can create a life of consistency and purpose. Integrity strengthens our character and reputation, ensuring that we make choices that align with our true selves. Living in the present, fully engaged in each moment, allows us to appreciate life as it unfolds and find contentment in the process. As you reflect on the Stoic principles discussed, consider how you can incorporate them into your daily life. By shifting your focus to what you can control, embracing adversity, practicing gratitude, maintaining perspective, acting with integrity, and living fully in the present, you can cultivate a mindset that allows you to thrive no matter the circumstances. It's time to take the wisdom of the Stoics and apply it to your own journey, unlocking the potential for growth, peace, and fulfillment in every aspect of your life.